Hi class, Professor Moore here. Just wanted to do a quick little check-in to help us all be on track with class. Sorry, I had to turn my volume down, so hopefully this isn't too loud there for you guys. Just real quickly, we are in Philosophy 208, Ethics and Moral Reasoning. Basically, with this class, we are looking at how we think and how that affects how we behave, and then in turn, treat others. So there's a lot about talking about human nature and exactly what does it mean to be human in this class. And most of you guys have already seen that with our first discussion question this week, where we really are examining what we consider human nature and the moral stance of that. And so, like I said, just wanted to get us on track with class, so I won't make this too long. Every week we will have discussion questions. Make sure you get those answered. Those will always be due on Thursday, so you have until midnight tonight to get in your initial discussion questions without a deduction. You have until Sunday of each week to submit your initial discussion, and at that point you get a 30% deduction. So from Friday to Saturday you get 10% taken off. So I encourage you to try to get those in on time each week. And just real quickly here, as you see when we scroll down through class, when you open up, you'll always be on the home page. You'll see these announcements posted. If you have not had a chance to walk through class yet, best practice is to go right here to the Start Here button, and what that basically does is takes you down through all of these different links here, and it shows you all the pages. So I do recommend doing that at least, once, so you get familiar with everything in class, get to read everything that is expected of you in class. And then once you do that, to easily navigate and find stuff in class, I think the best thing to do is to always go here to the modules link. And when you open that up, you'll see it kind of gives us like a tree type thing here with all the different pages listed in class 2. Let me point out real quickly, required resources. You will always find the readings and videos for each week's discussion under those. And if you just keep scrolling down, each week there's going to be a resource link there, and when you click on that, it'll open a page that links you to any of the videos or readings for the week. This class, it kind of reads a little funny, because you'll notice for every week we just have chapter 6 of the textbook that we are viewing, and like I said, that seems a little funny, but really there's a bunch of information in that chapter, so a bunch of different resources compiled in there, and you guys will see that as we progress throughout class. What else I would like to point out too is that if you go here to the syllabus, you can always quickly look up what assignments are due and what those due dates are. There's actually a little handy calendar here, and any due date you see is highlighted, so you can just go and click on that, and it pulls you down to the page where the summary there is that lists all of the assignments and due dates. And so just a quick little way to click that, and it takes you down without having to scroll down through the page there. As far as discussions goes, I already told you guys your initial ones are due on Thursday. The discussion requirements for this class is that you always want to have 4 posts each week, and it says 4 posts over 4 days a week. I know that's not always possible for everybody's schedules, so as long as you have at least 2 days and 4 posts, I really don't harp too much on not having all 4 days in class. So just a little hint there. But the way that works is you want to post that first initial discussion, for your first initial discussion, that answers all the questions that are listed in those main discussion questions that I will post each week. And then you want to have 3 participation posts, and you can really break those up however you want. Best practice is to always try to respond to somebody who responds to your post, and then really you're free to respond to your classmates and to any questions that I would post each week in our follow-up discussions at your leisure, or, just however you want to do that. I give you guys a lot of freedom with that. The only thing that I do request in your participation and with all your discussion posts is that you're substantive. Make sure that you are citing sources, reflecting on the course materials and what the discussion questions are asking, and just, help further our discussions each week by providing your own insight and questions and comments as far as anything we're discussing that week goes. So quickly wrapping up here, that's about really all I want to point out for you guys in class. The other thing that I would like to just well, wait, let me go to this first and then I'll move on to that. So I just want to point out real quickly that we do have your first assignment this week. Basically what we do with those assignments is you start out this first week and kind of write up a little APA formatted overview of what you would like to do your final paper topic on, and there is a list of topics that you can choose from. If you would like to write about something that is not on that list, please email me and we'll, look at what that topic is and figure out if it will be a good one that we can have you argue for your final paper. And so with each assignment throughout class, we're kind of building, it's kind of like scaffolding up until that to that final paper. So make sure you always follow the 80-20 rule of originality, and that's where you want to write in 80% your own words and no more than 20% cited sources, similarity to other works. And in Waypoint, their Turnitin is under there, so when you go and submit your assignments, if you give it just a few minutes, it'll run that paper through Turnitin and you'll be able to look at it. If you have anything that comes up over 20%, change that around until you can get it down to under 20%. I have some writing tips and APA type examples, help with plagiarism, all sorts of posts like that under the announcement. So I would encourage you to go read those. And then what I would encourage you to do is just reach out to me. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns with anything in class, you can reach out to me. I'm very accessible. I'm here to help you guys be successful, and I want to do everything I can to help you along your learning journey. So that's about all I wanted to say for that. Make sure you get your quizzes in the weeks that we have those. Those are always going to be due on Monday. In addition to this video post, I have some information underneath this, so make sure you go and read over that. And then once again, if you have any questions, just let me know. This is our safe space for learning and growing together, and we're all here to do that, and I look forward to the next 5 weeks with you guys. Like I said, if you need me, just reach out to me for anything. Really easy to get by email because I teach online. I have live traditional classes starting next week, so Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays I'll have live classes, and I'll be easier to get in the morning. But you can always email me. I'm usually on my computer 6-7 days a week, and if I don't respond to you immediately, by the next day at the latest, I would get to respond to you. And then if at the very, very latest, it would take me up to 2 days, but I'm generally good about at least getting you by the next day if I don't get you in the morning when you email me immediately. So all right guys, here's to a great class, and I look forward to seeing everybody in the discussions this week and for the next 5 weeks. All right guys, thanks, bye.